Hi!
Damn it, I was so concentrating so hard.
I am Ace. Hi.
And we watched Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet.
And yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was like so full of memes. Not the memes! Not the memes! Ah!
28
they're all over the movie. Oh, they're in my eyes. I've seen them so much they're ingrained in my eyes. Ah.
So 2018, the movie.
Yeah.
But not the version that's a hypothetical end of the world scenario that people think can happen that hasn't happened, even though it is technically happening, just not in the way Hollywood thinks it's happening.
Oh, and it's also the Emoji Movie, but not sucks.
But
it doesn't
better.
suck. Yeah. It's if the Emoji Movie didn't suck, basically.
As if the Emoji Movie was actually a decent, well-directed movie.
Yeah. And also, Disney Princess Superhero Team is a thing now. With shirts.
Shirt!
Sweater vest thing, or I don't know what.
It basically starts out with a recap of the first one, which I never saw.
Yeah,
So,
I did. So.
Don't worry, you don't have to worry about seeing the first one, because it'll briefly remind you of everything that happened.
That's pretty much my only complaint. Personally, though, I get why they did it for, people who didn't see the first movie. For me, though, it's like, the first, 5 to 10 minutes was like, okay, just come on, get to the internet already, I want to see the crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But once it did, I got the crazy stuff.
They released a week ago, and there were 4 other people, maybe 5 in the crowd with us.
Yeah. But then again, our theater is always kind of...
Well, it is Farhaven.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, it did stuff with the internet, where Penelope's game got broken, so they had to go
find a new wheel on eBay.
E-boy. A literal E-boy. But, the whole constant thing is Ralph can never get the names of things right.
Yeah. And
apparently in that universe, root beer is actual beer.
Well, because it's a kids' movie, right?
Yeah.
They can't actually say actual beer, but
the game characters were getting drunk when the arcade was closed.
If anything, though, sugar is probably worse for you than alcohol, slightly. Yeah. But anyway, not
sugar has never caused somebody to get into a car and crash and kill people with it.
No,
yet.
But it does cause type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and many other health problems. But anyway, let's not get into that.
In a short scenario, being drunk behind the wheel is technically worse. Just because you're ruining families in the blink of the snap of a finger.
Same thing as being high behind the wheel.
Yes.
Now that that's legal.
But that is still illegal. Being behind the wheel high.
Obviously, but I mean, being high is
yes.
Movie! This is a movie review!
And this was the whole situation of us walking back from the movie, was talking about stuff other than the movie.
We ramble a lot. Anyway,
why do people watch us?
Anyway, movie. So yeah, there are obviously lots of Easter eggs, references to other websites like Twitter, like an actual, birds that tweet cat photos, and part of the plot was that, after, they went into eBay and they didn't know that the game
stuff cost money.
Yeah, so they'd need what was over $20,000 or something.
27,001.
Yeah,
because they kept raising the auction because they were being ridiculous because they just blurred out any number they wanted, even though they were only competing against one other person and they could have probably won it for under $1,000.
Yeah, but
although they were competing against an Indian guy, then he might have had a lot of money.
Let's not get into that. Anyway, so yeah, now they had to make all that money back. So
and they wandered into the game. Oh, they met the guy called Jim Scamsley.
No, it was Spamsley.
Spamsley, right?
Spum.
Because spam mail.
Spum. Anyway, but yeah,
and they have to do. Basically, they have to collect a bunch of stuff from games to build money.
Yeah.
And they have 24 hours to do it, because if you don't do it within 24 hours, eBay erases the fact that you tried to buy that thing.
Yeah.
Or within a set amount of time.
Yeah. But, yeah, and then...
they went up in a game called Slaughter Race, which Happily, conveniently had a musical number made after it. The song she was singing was all about Slaughter Race.
Oh yeah, that happened later in the movie though, much later.
But they were even playing the Slaughter Race song in the end credits. Like it was probably throughout the movie.
Yeah. Okay, so
but Penelope falls in love with Slaughter Race because they have to steal a chick's car.
Yeah.
And she wants to stay there, and the whole movie is about them trying to deal with like a person wanting to grow and move on, and a person stuck in the past can get comfortable doing the same thing over and over and over again every day.
Oh, so it's kind of like an allegory for Nintendo and every other video game company.
Or anyone who does any job ever, basically.
So... Yeah, and so, but you know, they almost get the car, but they don't quite succeed. But then the game lead or whatever who owns the car, you know, offers them a better way.
Go to
BuzzTube.
Yeah, whore yourself on the internet.
Yeah, it's BuzzTube, and like just make viral videos and
copyright free YouTube.
Yeah.
And so they do that, and Ralph becomes basically the equivalent of back when Kim Kardashian posted a photo of her without clothes on.
And
the internet is weird.
Yeah.
Hence why we're on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of your tagline.
Yes.
But
so they do all this stuff, like they do everything, like the Ghost Pepper Challenge and unboxings and makeup tutorials and anything that's ever had a video made about it.
Yeah.
They even horribly put Ralph's head over the goat screaming thing. So just him doing blah stuff. And the whole time Penelope goes to take an ad to people because you can be really annoying. Like you get occasional things like the pop-up blocker. Or you get stormtroopers as like spam guards, basically.
Yeah.
And like they chase her, and she ends up having a whole chunk of the movie with the Disney princesses.
Yeah, and then like
they just go on talk about all the different
tropes
of being a Disney princess.
Yeah, and obviously if you've seen the trailer, you're just seeing part of that. But then they go into like then they have like a shirt party where it's like none of them had ever worn a shirt before because they're all in gowns and dresses. Like, these shirts are so comfortable. Where have these been all my life?
Yeah, I mean, they were all drawn to be stereotypical princesses, so...
And they're in another castle.
No, that's Peach.
But speaking of, why wasn't Princess Peach in this? Come on, missed opportunity! Anyway. Or Zelda! Peach and Zelda, come on! Anyway.
You're also complaining about why there weren't Pokemon in it.
Yes! But anyway.
But that's because we're not getting into why Nintendo will never let...
Except for Detective Pikachu for whatever reason.
It's kind of like how Saban would only ever license Mighty Morphin. They would never license anything other than Mighty Morphin to anyone who ever wanted to make anything Power Rangers related. But at least they would license it to people.
Yeah.
Like, there were even fan movies made that are on YouTube that some of them are just too dark for Power Rangers. Don't ever look up Power/Rangers. Don't look it up. You won't have fun there.
Or Mildly Murdered Power Rangers.
Yes, but that's a comic, not a movie. Not a fan made. No, never mind.
Movie. On topic.
But then she's obsessed with Slaughter Race.
Yeah, because it's new and awesome, and there's no boundaries. It's like a sandbox game where you can just go anywhere, do anything goes. It's like yay.
Well, it's more. Well, the fact that she's a broken video game character. Her game's gotten boring to her.
Yeah.
She knows everything on what's going to happen. At the point, even at the start, Ralph made her new course in the game,
which is what inadvertently ended up breaking the game.
Because she was trying to race, and the human person was trying to race the other way, and snap goes the wheel.
Yeah.
But to her, yeah, the fact that she could grow was what tempted her, basically. But she could, because we said Ralph was stuck in the past. She wants to do more, and I guess that's what appealed.
AKA Disney princess trope.
Yeah. But then they finally get enough money, and they're ready to go home, and she can't bring herself to go home, so she hangs out with the main character from Slaughter Race. I can never remember her name.
Yeah.
Check or something like that.
A Shank.
Shank, right.
Yeah.
Which is what people do in prison to other people with made knives. They shank them.
Yeah. Or, on the street, it is a form of mugging.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Which is what... Why would you name your...
Because that's the kind of game it was, okay? It's basically Grand Theft Auto meets, Need for Speed.
Something. But...
Meets Mad Max.
I literally made that reference. But when I saw the game, I'm like, is this Mad Max? But Ralph overhears her while he's muted on their internet phones.
Yeah.
I could just pull out my smartphone, but I'm not going to. And he decides he's going to go with Spammy to go get a virus to try and make it so that the game is boring to her and she doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
And they grab a insecurity virus.
Yeah, basically it's this virus designed to latch onto the weakest point or the most insecure point in a game and duplicate it.
Yeah. And it latches onto her because she's glitched.
Yeah.
And it glitches the game.
Yeah.
But it separates them because it breaks their friendship because she's really angry at him for doing that. And then they had to get out because it caused the game to reboot, and they broke a wall to get out, and it got out, and it replicated Ralph's 100% insecurity because
his emotional insecurity.
Penelope was 30% insecurity because she was just a glitch.
Yeah, and a little bit guilty over her choice to not inform Ralph of her decision.
What, no references to that one thing from Lingar? Or the entity?
Anyway, but yeah.
And then it replicates him just like cancer does.
Well, basically it reproduced his actual emotional insecurity of,
losing a friend.
Yeah, it has a name, but
yes.
I couldn't be bothered to remember it.
It creates millions of him that chase them, and then they all go up together into a freaky Mega Ralph. Or the Ralph Zord. Basically,
the thing that Nostalgia Critic wished the Matrix Revolutions ended on.
And it's so effectively creepy because all the individual Ralphs are still moving, but you can't see their faces. They're just
and there's just empty eye sockets.
Yeah. It's oh god, go away! It's yeah. But then they end up defeating you with the power of friendship.
Yeah.
And Ralph's desire to move on and be okay with them separating.
Yeah. But then they email each other.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
So, yeah, and then there's a mid-credit scene where,
because earlier, in one of the viral videos, he was unboxing something from a game.
Yeah.
And then they cut to human, the little girl playing a game. She was like, I hate when they don't put stuff from the commercials in the movie. Or something like that.
And that makes me sad. But I'm going to play this game now. And it's this game where it's just you...
Feed pancakes to one thing.
To a bunny or milkshake to a cat.
And Ralph just shows up and goes, pancakes, 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 pancakes.
And remember Mr. Creosote from Monty Python's The Meaning of Life?
And the rabbit explodes and the girl freaks out.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't show it on screen.
No, it's just all you hear is pop!
But if you've seen the Mr. Creosote scene from Monty Python's Meaning of Life, you can picture it in your head.
And that's everything.
Yeah. So there's a lot of fun. It was crazy fun and awesome fun and meme fun and...
How will they top it for the third one? What will Ralph do in a third one?
We'll have to wait and see.
Ralph breaks the whole world? I don't know.
I don't know, but this also assumes that it's going to make enough money.
Probably. I mean, the first one did.
Yeah, but I've been hearing a lot of people saying that this one isn't doing so well in the box office for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe they waited too long. But anyway,
we saw references to Judy Hopps with the.
Yeah, no, it was Nick Wilde.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. I just remember Judy Hopps. But.
Yeah, Nick Wilde was the fox.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It kind of goes by so fast. It doesn't give you time to stop and register everything that's going on.
That's why you know certain YouTube channels out there who specialize in pointing at all the Easter eggs exist.
Cinema wins.
Well, not just them, but like you know, What Culture does that sometimes too, and you know.
But yeah, it's an enjoyable kids movie.
Yeah.
It was amusing. Like the game got broken, so like all the characters had to go live other places.
Yeah.
And 2 other video game characters who were married. From the first one.
Yeah, Felix, and I can't remember her name, but she was the badass girl from the first game, which I really.
She just looks like a knockoff Samus from.
She is.
Yes.
That was the point, but
they adopted 15 of the little kids.
Yeah, the racers from Sugar Rush, but the thing is, she was so prominent in the first movie. I really wish they'd given her more of a role. She might have had like 4 or 5 lines in this entire movie. That's a minor gripe, but they could have done more with her. I really would have liked to see her interact with the other badass girl character, Shank, they introduced in this game. Have them play off each other. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, and then there was an amusing scene where, like, after the video game gets fixed, all the racers are going by, and they're talking to the avatar of the internet, and they're like, how did you tame such great kids? They're like, this is how you do it.
Because basically, yeah, the cars were all going on, and then you have,
and then the last scene was like, I wish parents at home could hear this. You're doing this on purpose. Yeah, it's worth watching.
Yes.
You don't need to worry about watching the first one.
Though
you might not get every reference they make, you'll get the gist of what happened, and it might make you want to go watch the first one on Blu-ray.
Do it.
Spend money.
Or Netflix. Might be on Netflix, I don't know.
Okay, bye.
Bye.